Hi, welcome to Kill Contract. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to play the game. So first, I'm going to show you how to draw and play cards. So what we're going to do is we're going to deal ourselves 4 cards. So in this example, we have every possible movement that Arkan can do. If you notice the queen, that's between the jack and king. That's the ability that it would do if we played that card. 3 movement, 2 attack, and 3 explosive armor. So in this case, if we played that, we would play it face down. Then all the other players play their card. And obviously they wouldn't be drawing it from their deck, they'd be drawing it from their hand. And so what happens is we would shuffle this. And now what we'll do is shuffle. So when everyone plays their card, you actually shuffle it, and that makes it so that the turn order is random. So we don't know who's going to go first. That also makes it so that, see, there we go. So that makes it so that when we play, we don't know who's first. So that will be the grab crabs that would go first. So they played a 3. So in that case, what they're going to be doing is the 2 movement to attack. The grab crabs also, they basically share the card, but they both act independently. 2 grab crabs on the board, played by 1 player. All right. Also, these are power-ups. So if you land on one, you can take it. So we're going to do that. So this guy's 2 movements, so you can 1, 2. And so we'll take the power-up, place him there. So this power-up's going to go on his card. And that means, I'll explain the power-ups in a second here. So we're going to also move this guy. Now they have to attack adjacent on their first attack right there. So adjacent means it's not a ranged attack. So they would have to have someone here, here, basically anywhere around the grab crab to attack him. Since there's no one close, they're just going to do that. They'll end their turn. And now it'll be the next person. So now we have a 9, and that would be Demi. So Demi played a 9. The Demi's going to be playing the 7 to 10. 3 movement to attack and do 1 damage to all adjacent to the target struck. And that's because on her basic range attack she has explosive rounds. The only thing it doesn't go through is walls. So basically, we end up having is has 3 movements. So she's going to end up doing is she'll go 1, 3 right here. And she has line of sight of this guy. You can shoot through power-ups. They don't block anything on the board. So she's going to shoot him, and he will take, it's this guy, so he's going to take 2 damage. Good. And then making 2 attack. Deal 1 damage to all adjacent. So what that would mean, red crab is going to get hit because when she shoots someone, it's going to hit all around for 1 damage. Now, for example, real quick, if he was behind a wall, that's only going to hit here. So it's not going to go through the wall. So since there's no wall there, he will take 1 damage. So we're going to mark that. Also, these are the health trackers. You'll notice it's the same as the power-ups. So actually, when you kill, if you kill a player, you're actually going to take their health marker as a power-up. So it gives you an incentive to finish enemies off. So that's her turn. That's over. So now we're going to draw the next card. Okay, so that's our guy, Arkin. So he has a queen, so it's going to be the Jack to King, which is 3 movement to attack, gain 3 explosive armor. So first we'll gain our explosive armor right there. And then in the passive section, it'll explain. So when attacked, explosive armor explodes, reduce 1 incoming damage to all adjacent. The armor stacked up to 5 damage. So that's why we only have 5 armor chips, because even if you have more, it's not going to do it. And these are just going to be moving from over here to over here. They're never going to go on the board. And so now we're going to do is 3 movement to attack. So what we'll do is we'll go 1, 2, 3. And so we're lined up with this guy. That's going to be 2 attack. So we're going to deal 2 damage. 2. He only has 1 health left and health on the yellow crab. So he'll take some damage. And now it's the next player. All right, so the next one's a queen. So what that is look on here, Jack to King. Actually going to end up being 4 movement attack and placing an energy shield. You're usually going to want to open with face card if you have one, or at least a Jack to King, Jack, Queen, and King, because that's the only way for him to place his. Here's his energy shield right here, and so let's see, does 4 movement. So in that case, we're going to want to do. We're going to probably want to place it. We're probably going to want to grab a power up. So what we'll do, 1, 2, here, grab that power up. And then you can actually push characters out of the way with your shield. And so however you place your shield, you're always going to want that dot to be towards Glitchshot, because that's where he gets his damage bonus and behind the shield. We're actually going to place it here. And it counts as a player, so it's actually going to can push people out of the way with it. So he's going to push them off of the power up. It also gives him kind of a barrier because it has 1 health. So he's going to do that. And then he also has 2 attack. So he has 2 attack, but then also with the shield, he's actually going to end up doing 3 attack, because if he attacks from behind the shield, deal +1 damage. So he's actually going to do 3 damage, which is going to kill this crab because he only has 2 health anyway. So what he'll do is he'll kill the crab, so the crab dies, and we'll take that power up. So he is going to be out of the game. So we'll just place him on the side. And now that is the end of the round. And then a quick note about power-ups. If you gain a power-up, like Glintshot just gained 2, you can't play it on the round that you got it. But what the power-ups allow you to do is play an extra card at the beginning of a round or heal your character to health. So if he's full health, he's probably just going to want to spend his power-ups to play extra cards. And that just essentially gives you more turns, during that round. Some players will save them until the end. When you have like the last couple people on the board, some people play them early. So now, so that's how it can go. What we'll do is we'll actually give cards back to each player in their own discard, and this also kind of helps people keep track of what card is what suit, and these suit icons also help to let people know who is with the cards when they're played. So now that the round's done, we're going to draw another card. Shuffle. You only shuffle once at the very beginning of the game. I just haven't shuffled this yet. So draw a card. Okay, it's a low card. That's not too bad. Color. So that we can see everybody's. What I'm going to do here. So okay, so it doesn't have too many cards there. That's so we're actually going to deal player. You always have 4 cards. You never have any more, and you never have any less at the beginning of a round. So even if you play a power up to play extra cards, you're always going to draw back cards. Let's see. Skill and the yellow player. Lots of face cards. That's all right. So what I'm going to do is everybody's going to play a card. Play. You want to make sure to play it face down. So flip it before you play it. That way, no other players see what you're playing. We'll play an ace. One shot, and then he's going to spend both of his power ups, so he's going to play 2 more cards. So he's going to play that one. Also, and then also we're going to have the grab crab use power up because he's almost dead, and we're actually going to use it for him to heal. So heal 2 points. So he's not going to play another card. He's just using that to heal. And then 5, there was 4, 5. Okay. So Arkin still hasn't played yet, so we're gonna do. We have some explosive armor on here, so we're actually going to play or move. On a high movement card, so we're actually gonna play a 10. Kind of the best card we have that's not an ace. Not super great, but it's not too bad. So, and then actually, right after you play your cards, you can draw. And that makes it nice for planning. It's basically just you can't draw when you have 4 cards or more, or you're never really supposed to have more than 4 cards. Um, and actually, this glitch shot's gonna be 2 more. There, now he has a full hand. So now we're gonna shuffle this again and see who goes first. So ace, that's going to be glitch shot, and he has a higher likelihood of playing a card first because so many cards in the pile. Sometimes you can get it where you only have 1 card, or like all 3 cards are at the end, and sometimes that's advantageous. So the ace is 5 movement to attack, and he also adds health to his energy shield, which is pretty nice. So what we're going to end up doing, we have 5 movement. So we actually want to get to the exit because glitch shot. His goal is actually to get to the exit, and then the bounty hunters, which are Demi and Arkin, they are trying to kill glitch shot, and that's their bounty. And if they do that, they win. And then the grab crabs are trying to get the other 3 players eliminated. And they were a little too aggressive this round, and also they got kind of unlucky with everybody focusing down. Usually, you want to play a little safer when you're the grab crabs than what happened here. So what we're going to want to do is towards the exit. So, and there's a couple different strategies you can employ. You can try to get toward the exit, or you can try to hold up somewhere with your energy shield. So in this case, Bunshot has 5 spaces. So he's going to carry this with him, and he can redeploy it. So, and he can always do that on his turn. So, able to carry his energy shield when moving, and redeploy it on a pile. Attacks from behind the shield deal damage, and it'll damage to the shield first. So it's a good defensive uh, ability item. He has 5 movement. So we'll go 1, 2, 4, 5. And so if we go here, we could also sit here. That might be smart. I think actually we'll go here. So we go here. We're actually going to place our shield. Let's see. To dissuade the crab. The crab. Okay, so the grab crab did have a power up, so he has 2 cards in play. So we're actually going to want to block him. What I'm going to do is place it here, and that's going to push him back a tile. And that way we can kind of have the shield, and he doesn't even attack with this, with his ace. Oh, he does attack. Okay, the ace actually does attack. We're also going to add the energy shield health before we attack. So in that case, what we'll do is we're going to add, now that I think about it, crab. Okay, so he's actually going to do a different move, because if you kill the crab, these 2 characters are just going to be focusing on killing glitch shots. So we kind of do want to let him be in play, and the crab is also incentivized from killing glitch shot, because if he does, then these 2 players win immediately. So he's actually going to let the grab crab live, and going to place this spot. So the issue is this, he doesn't have line of sight, but if he goes here, Arkin can shoot him because this wall's clipped, and that wall's clipped, so you can shoot through the corners of walls. And if he goes here, you can shoot. So the crab's actually, let's see, Flintshot's going to put the shield there because that'll make it so that as far as he can, so it's actually going to make it so that character is decentivized from going towards him because he doesn't want him to block the exit. So you're actually kind of trying to you're trying to convince like kind of get players to go in movements that are advantageous for strategy. So in this case, he's going to place a shield here, and now he's only going to do 2 damage to the grab crabs because he has to attack. So why not use it? Um, and actually, you can choose not to use your attack. So in this case, he actually wants the grab crab to be alive, and so he's going to be, if it's 2 players sitting here, they're going to be trying to kind of barter with each other and make alliances. So he's not going to shoot the grab crab. He's going to sit here, and then he's going to reinforce his shield. You can just copy and paste to give it more health. Now it has 3 health because his ace gives +2 energy. So that's going to be a pretty meaty shield. So now for the next one, we have the 10. So that's Arkin. So in that case, let's see, what does it do? 7 to 10, 2 movement, 2 attack, gain 1 explosive armor. So we're going to gain another explosive armor, and that is movement attack. So even though he will be able to shoot him, if he goes here, that's kind of a bad move because then he can just run to the exit. So we're still going to do, I'd say, the kind of smarter long-term solution, which is going here. And he's going to be shooting the shield. He only has 2 attack, and it's actually going to not even break the shield. We're going to do 2 damage to the shield, and actually you can just delete those. And so now the shield's still intact. One shot didn't even get hurt. But we did gain another explosive armor, which is good. So now it'll be the next player's turn. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is a jack for glitch shot. So jack to king, 2 movement, 2 attack, and also can place an energy. Oh, 4 movement. So this win one. Oh, he can win. Okay, that's fine. What he's gonna do actually is um he's gonna place another energy field here. That's just gonna give it more health. And instead of trying to just go to the end zone and win, he's going to take out Arkin because he does some pretty good damage. So gonna do 3 attack because it's 2 plus the 1 from the shield. So he'll damage Arkin. And so what'll happen is read is passive. So when attacked, armor explodes, 1 incoming damage. And so what this means is all his armor is going to go away, which is 4. So it's actually going to explode in a radius that's adjacent like this. But there's no one there. So his armor is just going to be moved, and it's going to reduce 1. So what that means, he'll take 2 instead of 3 damage. Um, that'll be that. So he removed his armor, and that's so the next card. Oh, that's him again. So that's a 9. So that would be 7 to 10, 3 movement, 2 attack, and he's also going to get a health. So he'll get another health on his shield. He's going to do 3. So he's going to do the same thing, sit there, shots at him, and since he doesn't have a shield now, so he's left with 3 health. That's not looking too working. So for the next, okay, now we have the grab crabs. So this crab is going to be focusing on Demi here. And if we read his ability to move to attack adjacent, grabs enemies, faces away, also grabs through walls and grabbing through player deals 1. So he's actually going to do, he can go, let's see, that's not, so we actually want to grab a power up. So here, we can grab this power up because his passive is use a grab to power up. So we're going to grab this power up. That'll be his grab. That there. And now last card. So that'll be Jack Ace. 5 movement. One movement for each. Uh, the neck. Okay. So we want to do. Oh, let's see. Might make. Hmm. She's not going to be able to make it to anybody. So what she's actually going to do, free movement and pick up the power up and stay on it. So that's kind of a bummer that we weren't close enough. Probably not the best card to play, but she get a power up for next. So that's the end of the round. Now what we do, card that. Go. So now this is probably going to be the last round. So now what we're going to do is play a card, Arcan. Oh, make shuffle. Crab is going to power up just card. There we are. Shuffle. And the first card is going to put shot. So movement to attack. Okay, so he can do 3 damage. He's actually going to take out Arcan. That'll take him out. He'll actually get this power up and moves. Here's gonna replace and we're actually get a health on it. Now he's very close to win. Arcan's off the board. And now we're gonna that's hearts. That's Arcan, but he died, so he card. Now the grab crabs they did attack. Attack actually grab through walls and players. Two. Okay, so in this case, this is kind of interesting. 1, 2. You can actually grab Demi through the wall, place her adjacent, so he'll either be placing her here. He gets to basically the closest, gonna move her over, grabs her through the wall, places her, gonna place her here. And so then what he's actually, let's see. So, so in this case, what he'll end up doing is do attack. Demi's gonna. That's now the next Demi. So she's 7 to 10 adjacent to all adjacent. So wants to go kill. Oh, she can go balls also. Go. Yeah, we'll go. Actually, she's not lined up to kill anyone, but that's okay. So now the next card that is grab crab. So he 9 to grab enemies. Gonna go. We'll go 1, 2. Pull her next. And yeah, that's that round, and that round's. So now we're going. Grab the card. Offer this. But he's going. To spend our chip. Play 2 highest cards. One shot. And died. So you can. An ace actually. So this ace will shuffle. What we'll do here is we'll draw the first. All right, so that's the grab crab. So this is a perfect example of he can actually throw an adjacent character, and it doesn't stop until a collision, and then it deals 1 damage to itself and whatever it hits. So if it hits shield or another character, it'll damage to. He's just going to throw Demi against the wall there. That'll deal 1 damage. Go to the next character. All right, so Demi, this is a good example of a kind of teamwork, because she wanted to get over here anyways. So here's an 8, even though they're not on the same team. Helped her a little bit, so it's 3 movement, 2 attack, and deal 1 damage to all adjacent. So in this case, it's actually going to stay where she's at, and actually she does want to move a little bit closer here, and then, oh, actually that would hurt her. She'll stay where she's at. And shoot the shield, which will deal 2 damage, has 4. So still 2 left, and then he's going to, because it's going to hit all adjacent, which is explosive round. So we'll take a first damage gunshot's taken. And so card, which is that will the 3 movement, 2 attack plus energy. So it's going to get 2 more on there, which will actually take out Demi. So Glenshot's doing really well this round. And there's not a lot of characters. So normally Glenshot could have just exited because it wasn't blocked, but he's going the aggressive route. So now we're going to have that's Glenshot again. So 2 movement, 1 attack, 1 energy shield. So he's actually going to move up, get another shield health, and he's going to kind of get set up. Actually, going to still places. Here's a good spot. That kind of gives more block. Actually, yeah, I think it's safer this way. So grab has to go further here instead of here. It's an extra space to kind of get to the shot. So now this is going to be the final round. So we're going cards back. And it's Glenshot versus Grab Crab. So we're going to draw another card. As you can see, you have to shuffle your discard if you run out of cards to draw, but the game's probably going to be over before that happens. But it is in the rules in case it happens. So we're going to play cards here. So I'm going to Glenshot. I'm also going to spend the power up to play another card. Say 6. And then Crab's going to play his higher card. So, and then pull first. Okay, so that's Glenshot. 7 to 10, 3 movement, 2. I'm going to go 1, build with him. Give it what is it? 1 health. That's a thick shield. He's got 6 health on it. He's going to end up dealing attack plus the 1 from and that's going to be a lot of damage. That's actually going to kill Grab Crab. So have a game where one shot 1. He did really well, and that's about how quick a round goes.